ADHD, or Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, is sometimes also called ADD, or Attention Deficit Disorder, when there is less hyperactivity. So there are really a few different types of ADHD, and I want to discuss them with you. It's basically, in general, an impairment in functioning in at least two settings, usually home and school, due to impulsivity, inattention, or hyperactivity.
Attention deficit hyperactive disorder is a mental illness that affects both children and adults. Social media has played a huge role in the development of ADHD symptoms among those who already have it and those who do not. This is increasingly becoming alarming.
So my name is Agnes Muhonja, and I was diagnosed with inattentive ADHD when I was 10 years old. In this whole internet era, I feel like ADHD has been quite a big factor. My ADHD has been quite a big factor in affecting how I use the internet. And in this case, I'd say that I use more internet because almost because of my ADHD. I'm not sure if there's quite a big correlation, but considering that maybe most videos or clips on the internet are quite short and they don't require quite much of attention, so I find that I consume more internet than probably I should, than a normal person. So probably, I guess, almost 5 hours in a day, if 5 hours or even more. So I try as much as possible, not to be on my phone all the time, but well, what can we say? I'm always on my phone. So in that case, so let me check something. I need to. So so yes, as I was saying, I feel like yes, social media has intensified my ADHD, and also my ADHD also has intensified my social media use. But I suppose maybe there could be ways around it. As I'd said, of course, we are seeking help, and I'm always talking to my psychiatrist, and of course, with all the recommendations that he has for me, I suppose we could find a solution for that. Yeah.
My name is Daniela, and I suffer from the symptoms of ADHD as a result of social media. Some of the symptoms include anxiety, whereby you find you have the fear of missing out, and in terms of like the current trends that are going on, it's almost impossible to keep up with all the trends, since that every day for every day there's a new trend, so you have to like struggle to keep up with each and every new trend, and you find that when you are left behind, or that there's a trend you've missed out on, it's kind of like stressful. Another symptom of ADHD that I have experienced is a short attention span, whereby you find that continuous use of social media has led to me not being able to concentrate on one thing for a long period of time. Is the inability to prioritize, and by this I mean, for example, if I'm on social media and I go through people's stories and I see something that I want to know more about, instead of searching for the thing that has brought me there in the first place, I end up looking into other things, and before I know it, by the time I'm done checking other things, I realize that I have forgotten what actually brought me to that page, and I end up going back to the same person's stories in order to find out again what I wanted to look for.
In order to be diagnosed with ADHD, one needs to know that they have the ADHD symptoms, and the symptoms should be constant for 6 months. In a study done, 95% of 114 teens who had high frequency of digital media activities developed ADHD symptoms, and this is attributed to the development in technology and the easy access of electronic gadgets. Continuous exposure coupled with the fear of missing out alleviates the consumption of content and use of social media, and for those already with ADHD, unregulated use of social media worsens it for them. ADHD treatment includes taking medication like Concerta and Focalin, going for therapy, counseling and support groups, and regulating the use of social media.